A 64-year-old wrecker driver is in the ICU after state troopers say an OSBI employee driving a marked work vehicle hit him on the side of the Turner Turnpike. Doug Ettinger works for Calvin's Wrecker Service and was changing a tire on the side of the road and now has several broken bones. News on 6's Ashlyn Brothers tells us that Doug is a fighter. Ashlyn?
Well, Jonathan, Calvin Holford says that he's been in the business for 17 years, and this is the first time one of his employees has been hit by a vehicle like this, but he says all of his drivers have had close calls. For the first time in days, Douglas Ettinger is breathing on his own.
They said there's 3 things that you got to pass to get off the ventilator.
Calvin Holford owns the Wrecker Service where Doug works. He's visited Doug in the hospital every day since the accident.
He's worked for me 7 years. Doug's just good people.
Doctors told Calvin that Doug needed to follow commands before he could be taken off the ventilator.
Before I left, I had looked at Doug and I said, Doug, open your eyes for me. Can you open your eyes for me, Doug? And he opened his eyes.
Doug was helping a AAA customer with a flat tire on Thursday along the Turner Turnpike about a mile north of Kellyville. That's when the customer told Calvin an OSBI truck swerved into Doug standing on the side of the road.
I don't know if the guy had fell asleep or if he was on his phone, but, you know, and then he said the next thing I know, he ran over Doug.
Doug has a cracked skull and several broken bones.
I beat myself up trying to think about how I could keep this from happening again, but I honestly don't know. I mean, other than not do the call.
Calvin says Doug did everything by the book. He wore his safety vest, put his hazards on, and parked the service vehicle at least 5 feet from the white line.
All I know is they need to slow down and pay attention. That's all we do is go out and try to help people.
And the OSBI says that it's cooperating fully with OHP's investigation. Meanwhile, the employee who was involved in the crash has been placed on administrative leave. Live in Tulsa, Ashlyn Brothers, Oklahoma's own News on 6.